Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Hard West 2. So in the last episode we got to St. Argent, we'd got a mission to meet someone there, but we're going to head down and do this bounty mission first in the south. Oh, buffalo tracks, let's stop off and see what that is. This is not just a normal buffalo, it's the great white one. They are legendary creatures. Many nations believe they are the embodiment of old spirits. Sadly, some settlers hunt them for their pelts.
I don't know what you expected, Claylish. Of course they would want to kill it for money. That's exactly where your river flows, toward a barren wasteland.
There's some more up here, let's go and check those out. The great white was grazing here. It has to be truly enormous. Come on, that way. Some more down here.
It seems he prefers solitude. We should find it being alone. Good. Let's keep going.
We'll keep passing down here. Oh, there's something here. It's a ghost town. It hasn't got a question mark, so it's probably something that comes up in a later quest, but let's investigate.
Just another ghost town lost in the dust and sand. A group of bandits holed up there.
Yet another ghost town. There weren't that many of them back in my days. There's something rotten about this. People of the Hard West are dying out.
Hold up. Before we get in, there's a personal matter I'd like to discuss. Don't you need personality to actually have any personal matters?
See, I know this town. Back in the day when I was working with Harmon, we operated from here. We were arguing constantly, and I happen to know he hid some of his earnings and stuff from me. I know he had a hiding spot somewhere in the cemetery here. If I managed to find the exact location in the notes at our old place, we could screw with him a little and take his stuff. Let's do it if we have occasion. I hate his guts.
The bandits saw us and aimed their guns at us, at the posse. They demanded to know if we're here to do business. They laughed and told us to get the fuck out. I spat at the ground and turned around. We'll come back some other day. I guess we go. So let's keep heading round to the bounty mission down here. That's pushing back some of the fog of war.
Let's see what's over there.
There. Oh, there's actually something there. Let's go and check it out. It's the snake oil salesman.
Nothing better than
Let's see if he's got anything different. A rig? We've read this before. Oh, it is Phineas Bot. Well, I see you managed to get past the blockade. Fantastic. Want to see my wares? Let's talk to him. I'm pretty sure we can't look at any other posse members because we haven't got enough loyalty points, have we? So let's see what we can trade. Oh, let's ask him this. Well, suffice to say, I found a more subtle way to traverse the canyon. But we, men of science, have to be forgiven if we harbored a secret or two of our own, don't you think? To trade, he doesn't have a great deal of stuff. Might take the oil lamp. It's a quest item. We can use it. I think we've used it in mines and stuff before to retrieve things. That might be quite good. I think we'll take that. Leaving ourselves with a whole $1. That's fine. And we'll just go.
Are we there yet?
Alright, let's head south now.
That way.
And we've got the Devil's Den here. I think it's where we're meant to go. We're going to look at the map. I think we've explored a fair amount of this side of the map already. There's a bit of fog of war there to the north. There's the White Buffalo, actually. I missed that as we went past. So what I think we might do then is, once we've done the Devil's Den here, what we'll do is we'll circle back round through this stuff here to the east, and then we'll come back round and get to the White Buffalo that way. But let's head into the Devil's Den now.
Devil's Den was a labyrinthine complex of caves. Dry, desert wind howled and whistled through the crevices and caverns, driving the superstitious folk away. We delved into the caves, welcoming the cool shade, but the constant howling of the desert wind starting to get on our nerves. Sometimes it sounded like we were some wild animal. Other times like a screaming, tortured woman.
Stop. I see something there. Let's check it out, but carefully.
In an open cave flooded by sunlight, we saw an emaciated figure crouching over a tiny fireplace. He looked so weak, so pathetic, not at all like the bloodthirsty murderer we expected. He saw us and laughed, then roared and jumped back on all fours. He turned his head sideways and a shrill voice squeezed out of his windpipe.
Here comes the one with no shadow. Are you here to end this vessel? Are you here to free us?
That's my shrill voice.
It's a bad day when I'm not the creepiest thing around.
Though Abraham Burns looked like one of the maddened denizens of hell depicted in the church paintings, he didn't attack. I guess he was too weak and hungry to threaten us. You're Abraham, right? Abraham Burns?
Oh, yes. Yes, Abraham is here. Yes, and he burns. He burns.
Some evil spirit took over his mind. Talking to him is pointless. We can either try and exorcise him or just tie him up and bring him to St. Argent like that. Poor bastard. So we've got a couple of options here. We could tie him up with rope, bring him back. We have an ally in Clalish who will take a little bit of damage, but I think that's probably fine. Let's just do that. Yes, I can see him struggle. Feel him struggle. There is a strong spirit inside him. Let me try and lure it out. We waited patiently as Clalish sang strange songs and burned dry leaves of some plants. But it was clear whatever was happening, the spirit didn't like it at all. Suddenly, a shadowy figure ripped out of Abraham's mouth and nostrils before any of us could react, swiped its clawed hand at Clalish, cutting her neck. She hissed, and then her voice changed. With a horrid scream, the spirit dissipated, taking with it what remained of Abraham's life force. We could only watch as he withered even more and died. His last breath sounded a little like, "Thank you," but maybe I was just hearing things. At least we can take the corpse to the sheriff and still get our reward. Which is a good point. It was a dead or alive bounty quest. We'll go and turn that in at some point, but for now we're going to head eastwards and check out some of this fog of war area.
Riding in the sun like this makes us quite a
So it's
target.
over in this direction. And, well, this looks like something, doesn't it? Let's check this out. What is this? It's Spirit Guard's blockade. Okay. Flynn led us into the desert in Mises. She had no doubt that this was the right way, but neither of us expected a supernatural barrier to stop us in our tracks. We dismounted and carefully approached this supernatural obstacle.
This is it. Hellgate Station. I feel it so fucking strong right now. It's like a magnet.
But our way through was blocked. A shimmering barrier composed of wailing spirits prevented our passage.
This spirit barrier, it won't let us pass. This is powerful witchcraft. The barrier was raised to safeguard the land that lies beyond it.
Must be one of Mammon's tricks. Any ideas? I might be able to help with that. After all, I know a lot about wayward spirits. But first, let's prepare everything we need to fight Mammon. When we're ready, we can return here, and I will bring this barrier down, I hope. Let's look around. The barrier was still in its place, and we still couldn't pass through.
This spirit barrier, it won't let us pass.
I would have told you, do not worry about those spirits. Once we're ready to face Mammon, I'll deal with the barrier. Come on. Alright, we'll leave it, I guess. Interesting, okay. So that's our ultimate objective in this map, it looks like. I'll work towards that.
You're on the right path.
Ooh, what's that, snake pit? We'll just circle around here and then we'll come
Nothing
back.
better than a ride along the prairie.
We found a suspicious hole in the ground. It was filled with poisonous snakes, so we backed away a bit. We crept a bit closer to peer down into the hole. Inside, entwined among the snakes, lay the stiff corpse of a shadow dancer, his face twisted in agony. He still clutched a peculiar weapon in his hand.
I know this. Your people would call it a court of snakes. This is how the Shadow Dance treats traitors.
I already wanted to check out that weapon, but those snakes seemed properly pissed. Okay, well, Bill is not a friend. But we can use that oil lamp we found. And we get the Cross of Thorns. It's a melee weapon. 1 AP, damage 4. So I think that's good. Is that the same as our Tomahawk? I think it might be. And inflicts burning on enemies. And I think they take the burn damage at the start of their turn. I think. Which is an interesting idea. We'll definitely take it. A loop on the rope, a flick of the wrist, and there, the weapon was finally ours. Cool. Let's take a look at how that sizes up against the Tomahawk. AP 4, bleeding. So actually, that makes quite a nice little combo, because if I'm right and that ticks over at the start of their turn, he can leave someone on 3 health, and they die. He can inflict bleeds, so I mean, that's just at the end of the turn, isn't it? So yeah, that's a pretty nice little combo there on him. What are we in relation to the White Buffalo? Yeah, we'll continue around in this sort of fog of war stuff over here.
Let's keep going.
Anything to speak of here? Oh, there is something. Burial cave. Carved in the rock, we found a natural cave adorned by the natives. It seemed old and didn't belong to any tribe Claylish or Deer knew. Wait, we should think twice before disturbing this place of rest. Oh, come on, Claylish. They're dead. They don't need anything in the afterlife. Why do you always do this? We need every little thing that might help us against Mammon. We could get a gold nugget. More valuable might be getting Claylish up to friend, though. I think we'll do that. Right, let's have a quick look at her then. So, she is now a friend, so she has got Fates Foretold. If Claylish has at least 100 luck points, she adds +1 to her weapon damage. Which is pretty nice. Don't forget, she's already got the gold nugget. We can add 50 to her luck, so actually that's pretty good.
Are those wild turkey?
Pretty good.
Let me get my bow.
Okay, we're going to do this white buffalo. We found tracks of a lone, enormous buffalo. Alright, Jinkata, I will find that magnificent beast for you. Follow me. We followed the tracks for 2 hours, just when I was ready to call off the hunt, when there it was, bathed in the sun in a shallow valley and as white as a lily, grazing, unaware of our presence, an embodiment of wildlife. It's magnificent. Claylish is only half right, you know. Natives hunt them also, but for the power they gain by eating their hearts. Well, I'm happy to say that we don't need any more loyalty from Claylish. And the Great White Buffalo Heart is a consumable. So, as a consumable, I think the other ones that you can keep, they call reusable. So this is a one-off thing. You gain Bloodlust, and this actually tells us what Bloodlust does. The character gains a 25% bonus to their bullseye chance. Okay. Duelist, we know. Patching Up. The character heals 4 HP at the beginning of the following turns for 3 turns. That's so it immediately heals for 25, adds 100 luck, and then you get a further up to 12 hit points of healing. So that's a pretty nice item for an emergency.
And you people think I'm not right in the head.
Sorry, Claylish. Right, well, we'll dish that out to someone. I think you may be laughing, dear. At least until he uses it. But is it nice? It might be nice to have that too. Oh, I don't know, because I like the blue dynamite on him as well. They've all got doctor's bags.
Maybe we save that for the like a boss or a final mission or something. Maybe that's what we do. We've pretty much explored this map now. I think maybe we'll come up here and just look at this last corner.
Let's check this path. Stop making such a ruckus.
So is there anything up here? Doesn't look like it. So let's go into St. Argent and carry on the story. Okay, well, let's turn in the quest first. The St. Argent Sheriff Office was cluttered and dark. Seems like the local sheriff didn't get much help from his deputies or the townsfolk, at least not with chasing down wanted crooks. Howdy, heard you were looking for this man, Abraham Burns. Sheriff glanced at the shriveled corpse and nearly puked. He paid us our share and, covering his mouth with a hand, ordered his deputies to quickly bury the body. And we've got $80. Visit the store. Yeah, what else do we want to buy here? It was probably this $400 rifle, right? Oh, $175 for that heart. It's tempting. I think it was about 250. Could we get 150 for our rifle? It's possible, you know. If she was to sell that. 150. That would give us exactly what we need for this rifle. And this heart, because it's a consumable, I mean, don't get me wrong, it is nice. But the fact it's a one-off use item, I don't know. I think we sell it, I think we sell that, and I think we buy this nice rifle. 12 damage now. 13 with Clarish's bonus that she's got. Which feels pretty good. And we've got Flynn's shotgun I'm looking forward to using as well. Yeah, we're probably needing some more offhand stuff because we, spent big on a couple of those weapons. But that's good. I feel pretty good about that. Let's visit Solomon Delir. Solomon's office was located in an old orangery near the town of St. Argent. It had to be beautiful back in the day. Now it was dark, cluttered, and it smelled of naphthalene, just like its current owner.
These are the people, Solomon. Let me tell you, I've seen what they're capable of. If there's anyone who has a chance of stopping Mammon, it's them.
Solomon Delir was old, pale, and seemed very frail. He was more like a ghost than a man. He welcomed us in his makeshift workshop. We saw a few more Solomon siphons scattered around, and on the blackboard there were pictures of bullet-making process. Pictures of bullet-making process, okay. Solomon's voice was paper-thin.
For the sake of us all, I hope Lazarus is right. Mammon has to be stopped. If his rampage continues, the borders between this world and the supernatural will be gone.
Mammon's like that asshole in every poker game who cashes out before giving you a chance to win your money back.
He's also hard to kill. Lazarus said you might have a plan.
Ah, I do. Sit down and I'll explain. It's simple. You shoot him dead. We already tried that. Bastard was back up like nothing happened. Mammon's human form isn't real, you see. It's just an image projected by a malevolent supernatural force. Yes, we could call that a demon or devil, but he's just a representation, an idea. And that's where I come in. To kill an idea, you need more than lead. What you need are bullets filled with his own power, his own make-believe force. If he wants his power to be real in our world, he will have to accept the power of bullets made with that same power. Am I the only one confused here?
No, I get it. It's simple, really. Despite all of his power, this fucker still has to follow the rules of his own game, and we're gonna beat him by bending those rules.
I will make bullets for you, made of unique alloy and equally special gunpowder. Then I'll imbue them with Mammon's own power, thanks to the filled-up siphon you brought me.
Then we get to the Hellgate station, board the ghost train one last time, and load all our guns with those. With these bullets, we will have the power to destroy him.
To craft enough of them for all of you, I'm going to need a special ally called uranium. It's very rare, developed only by Brass & Co. We'll also need gunpowder with uranium dust. Again, only Brass has this type of equipment. And then I'll be ready to craft them for you. There used to be a gang stealing the ally from Brass & Co. for a month now. They took over an unnamed ghost town nearby. You can try to make some deal with them, but they do not seem like very reasonable people.
I made some research and found that Brass sometimes moves his state-of-the-art guns through St. Argent. Any of such transports is sure to have our gunpowder aboard.
I swear, Jen, one more train heist and I'm leaving.
I don't even like trains. Why do you think I keep robbing them?
This Brass & Co. stuff, we keep running into their business and ruining it. I don't think it's a coincidence.
No, it's not. You see, I used to work with Victor Brass before he became the industrial mogul he is today. We were both fascinated by the supernatural. I happened to become famous years ago for saving a lot of people, and that's when he approached me. Together we started the company. We were supposed to help people, turn things supernatural into weapons to fight the supernatural. But we both went astray in our ambitions. He became mad with greed, dangerously mad. Fascinated by the ghost train, he invented uranium, a metal imbued with demonic power. Trust me if I say this cannot end well. As for me, well, that's a long story. Brass & Co. operates from his headquarters in Texas. I'm afraid that once we've dealt with Mammon, we might have to deal with Victor Brass himself as well, especially since you've already pissed him off.
What about you? Where did you come from, and why do I have a feeling you're not entirely on our side?
No, it's simple. I'm on my own side, you see. On the side of balance, the side of fixing my own mistakes. Some time ago, I started researching the supernatural phenomena that started happening all over the Hard West. At first, I managed to do some good, but then I got so invested in the occult that I lost myself for some time. I became this cult leader, and, well, suffice to say, I paid what I owed.
What do you mean?
I died. It was Mammon's presence that brought me back. Lazarus found me, and together we want to stop him, once and for all.
Turns out dead men do tell tales.
Good one, Bell.
Okay. I'm gonna leave. So we've got a choice of 2 story missions to follow then. We can go to the ghost town where we've already popped into, or we could steal uranium gunpowder from a Brass & Co. train. Well, I think we're going to go to the ghost town first, as we've touched it down there already.
So pleasant to the eye.
As we know, that we might be able to steal some of Hartman's loot as well while we're there, which might be quite good.
It's good to be out of that freaky winter.
Lynch is down a little bit of health, but I think that's probably okay. Famous last words,
Good to
right?
finally feel the warmth.
We want the alloy. They looked at each other and some other guy called their boss. But the moment he saw me, I knew there would be no deal at all. Shit, I know him. I screwed him once in the past. And by that I mean I screwed someone he knew, namely his wife. I don't think he's happy to see me. I knew I'll make you pay someday, Carter. Get them! $1 gin? Though I guess I could expect that from you. I know. Shut your trap. We have no choice. Let's get it to them.
Here we go with our A-team. Kill the bandit boss in the ghost town. We get... Oh, for goodness sake. We actually get the rifle that we just spent all that money on, but that's not too bad. Maybe we'll give that to Flynn, perhaps.
Or gin even. And the ace of diamonds, max luck plus 14. Look for clues about Jin's special grave location. And finish off the bandit leader with a stick of dynamite. Well, well, 3 of us are carrying dynamite, so that shouldn't be too hard. 25 bucks. Let's begin.
Well, that was to be expected.
At least hopefully there'll be no
But we
Wendigos
still
on
need
this
that
mission.
Fucking stuff. So go after him, damn it.
Yeah, won't be easy now for sure.
Kill him! Kill them all! Get to it, you lousy bastards!
You lousy bastards. Alright, he's hiding in that church, is he? So we need to save a stick of dynamite for him.
And I still want to take a peek inside this house. Shit.
Fingers crossed for no time limits on this one. Yeah, no time limits. Okay. Let's look at what we got. I can see a whole bunch of 8 health or 10 health enemies, so I feel like Laughing Deer is going to be able to go absolutely hog wild on this one. What about if he wild runs into this gunslinger? Ah, he's on 1 health. What about this one? Okay, we also need to think about Flynn and good shotgun chances. I mean, she could maybe shadow swap there, get a hit there. She would need to kill. What can we do about that? Jin could... How do we... No, because we can't do that in that way. It's not really the range thing, the way that works. You can shoot him, for sure. It's not a question really of killing these, it's a question of what order we do that in. Now, the elephant gun is an interesting thing. Because she could just clean up. Is that only 50% on him? 75 on him. But not a kill necessarily. But that might help with Laughing Deer's stuff. Oh, of course. Every 75 is a miss for us, isn't it? Every single one.
I always figured even hell wouldn't have me. Showtime.
Right, Laughing Deer, can you now wild run this shotgunner to death? We can.
Your blood is mine.
You go get him there.
this needs to be the next one.
Right. Watch it! Think I'm a goner.
Then this one. Oh wow, that just crit. Straight up. Okay, let's 2 hits on this guy would do it. So just for fun, let's set him on fire. This one. I should do the same with this guy.
I will.
Oh wow, that's actually a kill.
You are wise to fear me.
Yeah, if he comes and puts a hit on this mad dog. Then Flynn can do some stuff.
Pain is just a concept.
Yeah?
Now, I want to make sure... I'm concerned if I swap with this guy, she won't be able to hit him. So instead... Shadow swap with this gunslinger.
See me shuffle. Don't call me a witch.
Time for you to take a shotgun to the face.
I'll try.
14. Cool. Okay, and if we swap with Jen, we could get a shot on this guy.
Looking for a better spot.
And now let's just get a shotgun on this guy. Decent chance of critting again. She does it, 21.
Reality.
She can shadow swap with this
See
guy.
me shuffle.
And she absolutely can't hit him. Can she hit him? It's quite long range, not quite that long. She could shadow swap with Coalition, just put her in the sniper spot.
Looking for a better spot.
If we were being extremely wasteful, we could try and kill him with dynamite, but that does seem a bit wasteful. So let's just head this down and see what he does. He'll probably shoot Laughing Deer is my guess. Oh, there's more.
Hold still.
To be honest, I don't mind that because, you know, he can heal with every kill, and he's going to get a few of them.
What's
so.
the play?
Well, let's see what Klilish can snipe.
I'm here.
100%. Don't mind if I do.
If I want to.
Oh yeah, she's got that cooldown. Ooh, that's going to get quite annoying, isn't it? Right, I'll tell you what. Let's give her that gold nugget. Luck. And we'll save that for now. Switch to a pistol. 7 damage. What can she hit? Ah, she can actually kill him. So why not?
Let's
If we turn our lock off, what are her chances like? Well, she can do some damage on the mad dog, which sounds pretty good.
Pain is just a concept.
So we won't use her go for now. Let's just leave it there. Laughing Deer can probably get up and finish this guy. Absolutely can.
Good day to die.
Kill the sharpshooter.
Watch it.
I quite like this burning cross thing, being able to set people on fire. That's pretty cool. Might as well go and put 2 attacks on this gunslinger. It's quite possible that he'll crit.
Set me loose.
Another chance. And he does. So I think that's every enemy that we can see at least. So you could go and interact with this chest, and then we'll just push everyone up.
Alright, so it says I should look there. Fine. That's what I came for anyway.
And that is over here, sort of in this little back area. So looks like we kind of have to head up this side street. It's all blocked off here. So we'll do that, and we'll head up to that special grave first. There's part of Laughing Deer somewhere where he's got vision, but is also in full cover. There is someone there. And now we're just going to push everyone up. Jin can actually get pretty far. Let's bring him up to here. Flynn can't move as far.
Sure.
Do the best we can. Claylish likewise doesn't have a lot of movement, so where can we get out to? Just here, I suppose. Is he going to come in? He is. So he's going to go out again. Okay. Sharpshooter over there. Mad dog coming in. Right.
Ready.
So I think we'll kick things off with Laughing Deer here. Looks like a kill, then hopefully we can get over there.
I will.
Sends him over the balcony. Okay, now we might have to wild run over to this mad dog, but let's do that. That will be a kill.
Pain is just a concept.
Don't actually know if he dazed any of those. It's not important because we're going to kill this one.
Mother lovers.
Blammo. What we'll probably end up doing is putting a bleed and a burn on this guy. But let's see what other options are first. Probably mostly with Jin, as he's in the area. 75% chance is bad. We might be able to get a ricochet to increase that. We come off perhaps this side, that's 100. Not bad. Flynn. Can Laughing Deer get across to here? He can. Okay.
Ready to roll.
Well, how about this then?
Smart.
If we try and... Ah, she can't see that. That's a little annoying. I'll probably just get her safe, but let's push Laughing Deer up. Get a burn and a bleed as per the original plan. Might do 10 damage on one of these hits. He's stacking up his crit chance.
Die!
He did.
I don't mind the way people glare at me.
Awesome.
It just gives me a good reason to take them
Absolute
down.
savage. Actually, what is his crit chance though? 23%. We want to kind of push out here. So we could kind of put him into full over here. I think we'll just duck him down. Flynn. Oh, we want you to be safe, so I think we'll stick her in this corner. And Cladish, I think it's just going to be a case of moving you up as far as we can. That might not be a... Yeah, that might not be a bad sniping spot, actually. Oh, there's a lot of them. Duelist, that's irritating.
Fuse faster. I always draw first. You wanna fuse faster? The voices say hello. Got a surprise for you.
Well, I mean, it's looking a bit like a dynamite opportunity to me. I wonder how many we can actually affect with it. Laughing Deer was to use his. It's hard to say. What about Jin? It's actually tricky because they're... Well, he may be there because they're two stronger health enemies. Put them down a bit. We'll save the other AP for now. I mean, that's a kill. So I think there's no reason not to do this. Yeah, he will counter even as it's in melee. Something to bear in mind. So maybe we'll try and kill him. If we could put Jin into bravado, and we can. And then we come off here. It's only 7. What about off here? That's 100. Let's do that. Oh wow, that's a double bounce. I don't think I've done one of those before. Nice. Okay, still in bravado then. Let's leave him for now.
Looking for trouble?
Can she get anywhere in one? Not really. Let's not worry about that for now. Let's see if Cladish can snipe anything. 75. Yeah, okay. Yeah, she got it. So we can finish him off with Laughing Deer. If Jin can get this guy down a little bit. You'd have to trick shot off something. Maybe that? Is that a range? And he does have the chance to reposition. So we can't hit this guy very easily. He could come here and shadow barrage, perhaps?
You look like you want a bullet in you.
Yeah?
That guy is on so much fire right now. Just can't see how to get her being effective here. Could she, if she was where this guy is, could she shotgun blast him? That's my question. Let's see, can she do... No, because she can't actually see him, so that's the problem. Okay. Well, Laughing Deer. That looks like a sharpshooter to me. So he could, if that's, or a mad dog. Either way, if he can get there, that should be in one. That should be a kill.
I will.
Yeah, it's the mad dog. So, give him a wallop.
Bullets are fine, but tomahawks are better for up close work.
I think maybe we take the chance on the crit here.
Set me loose.
Not that time. Another bite of the cherry. No, not then either. She can only swap with Jin. Well, let's try it.
Shuffle. Wanna see a magic trick?
No, this guy's... He might as well be invisible. Okay. Let's pop her here. Heads down. There we go. Yeah, the burn is at the beginning of the turn. It's good to know that.
Let's go. You want to see who's faster?
That was a bit dirty. Now, Flynn is... If we can get... Can she see this guy? She actually can.
Wanna see a magic trick?
50% chance to hit. I think I'll take that. It's obviously a miss. I don't know why I bothered. Clearlish could... He's got Duelist, but she's not looking like she's taking the counter damage. Which is interesting. Let's try it. So now Laughing Deer, you can finish off this guy. And he would take, yeah, he'd take more damage doing that, so... Can Jin do anything about that? If he was to come...
can't seem to manufacture a decent shot on him. But let's see what. Let's turn the lock on. Could have done that with Flynn, actually. I kind of forgot. It seems like if you turn it off one character, you turn it off all characters, which is a bit annoying. Oh, wow. Yeah, I forgot about the counter and he missed it, so that's good. Alright. Well, I think that's all visible enemies, so let's just move on towards this grave. I don't think I want to come as far as that on this turn, so let's just come here. Yeah, there's enemies up there, so I'm glad I didn't. It just heads down. The duelist is a bit annoying, but he couldn't use his weapon if I did this, so I think that's worth doing anyway.
Blood is mine.
I wonder if that affects the counter attack as well. I guess we'll find out. Looks like it does. I guess he interacts with this object.
What am I looking for? Why don't you mind your own business? This here, it's private.
Okay, so we're going to kind of head up into this direction now, so... it's probably behind here. Jen Carter. Go behind this full cover.
Will do. You might say I got a competitive streak.
I should put Flynn. It's all a bit open, isn't it? I guess this is cover.
I'm here.
Clalish. Is this a two-story building? I guess she might have some kind of sniper visibility there, so we'll bring it to there. Whoa, where did they come from? Oh, of course.
I am present.
Okay, see there was somewhere there they were all coming from. It's a little bit annoying. Laughing deer. Let's just get you some revenge, shall we? Oh wow, one hit kill. Wouldn't mind it doing that on this guy. Oh, okay, guess he did. What's he's on 32% crit multiplier now. Let's try it with this guy, because we've got a couple of tries at doing that to him. No, let's switch to Tomahawk now that he's on fire. And apply some bleed as well, just in case we don't get it, and we didn't.
What's Jen short for? My fucking temper. That's what.
Actually, hit this guy 100%. Okay, I don't suppose
Yes.
Clalish has got a shot. Obviously not. Alright, what about Flynn?
Let's do this.
Oh yeah, what about if she went here and just shadow swapped
Leave
the
it to
guy?
me.
One and only. Eyes on the prize.
Right, I suppose there's any way for Jin to... There's not really anything to bounce off there. That said, with luck, he's 100% from here.
Showtime.
Right. Is that little interlude over? I don't suppose there's anything else in here, is there? Doesn't look like it. So with that little interlude over, let's just go back to where we were. I've seen a few of them get that sort of speed
Just
+1
because I
tick.
like
I'm not
to
quite
avoid
sure what's
trouble
causing it.
doesn't mean I can't end it.
I don't think there's really any way for her to get above anything. Well, let's actually full cover.
my
Let's bring her
way.
there. Laughing deer. I mean, he can get pretty far. I don't want to get him too far ahead of everything else, though. Let's pop in there. So what does drunk mean? Something about bullseye chance, isn't it? I don't know if I want that. We'll duck him down.
I ain't afraid of death. I've sent him a lot of
Not gonna get
business
Flynn.
over the years.
My speed is rubbish.
Easy.
Ready when you are.
Prefer full cover if I can. There's nothing outstanding in this way.
Will do.
Let's bring it there.
Let's get him. Die, pig.
Damn. Okay, well I think what I'm going to
Ready
do...
to roll.
Can I health swap... sorry, shadows... Oh. Invalid target. Why can't I shadow swap him? Is it a question of distance? She can't see him? Alright, let's try this. Invalid target. That was really annoying. Let's see if she can get a finish with her shadow swap. Can she shadow swap with him? She actually can. Okay,
Yeah.
so can Jin get a shot on this guy? He actually can. Bit of a waste.
Will do.
Alright, let's try this.
Easy money.
so here's what I'm thinking. Flynn can shadow swap.
See me shuffle.
Kill?
You're in for a ride.
Now, can she shadow swap with this? She still can't. He must just not be visible. Alright. Can Claylish get a decent shot on this guy? 100%. Take that. Now I'm thinking Flynn does her shotgun. Oh, she actually can hit this guy as well. That's pretty cool.
Real angry?
She killed them both. That was a secret bonus objective. Awesome. Okay. Now this guy is going to be the problem, isn't he? Try one stick of dynamite. It's going to put him on fire at least. Jin is quite possibly dead at this point, but it is what it is. Laughing Deer's probably only use is getting there for the last stick of dynamite. If we put him here, he might not be able to be spotted.
Stick him, boys.
Oh wow, what's he got? Dynamite. Oh, I need to shoot. Oh, I got the counter though. And now he's within blue dynamite range. So Jin played... Jin's sacrifice is going to pay off here. Because we're going to lob one of this blue dynamite for our other bonus objective. There we go. Pretty good. Let's see what we got. 65 bucks. We got another elephant gun. What we could do is give Claylish 2 of those. So actually, you know, she can shoot each turn and they sort of alternate the cooldowns. That's an idea. Bulletproof hit flask. It max HP +2 and we resist dazed and drunk. Maybe. Revisions and the ace, which is pretty cool. That went well after all, don't you think?
Carter, it seems like so many people wind up dead around you that you figured with me, you'd at least have a head start.
Did I already mention how big of an asshole you are, Jin? Not in the last hour or so, I think, Flynn. No.
Well, at least we got the alloy. Let's run back to the old geezer before he dies of old age. Oh. No offense, Bill.
Right, well, let's have a look at these cards now. Because we have a couple of interesting possibilities now in that we have 2 who could get up to Royal Flush status. That would mean Wild Run level 3, which is doing more damage. Dazes doesn't trigger counter, and it gives him duelist. Sounds pretty good. Jin would get these, which is not so bust. Not so fussed about that either, to be honest. All these the spirit thing. She would get sharpshooter, but I mean, I quite like the idea of getting the wild run. Wild run 3. But I mean, doing so would muck up all of the other 4 of a kinds, wouldn't it?
So maybe we'll leave that for now. But what we can do is we can upgrade someone who's taken this king. We can give her that. It's a minor improvement, isn't it, I suppose? But still, may as well. I'll have a look at the inventory. Yeah, so the hip flask, who would really benefit from that? Yeah, I think we'll leave it. I think we'll leave that. I'm tempted to move his holy water whiskey though, and swap it for one of the doctor's bags. Just because I think drunk, unable to perform a bullseye shot, so I think if he had that for 3 turns he wouldn't be able to use any of the bullseye that he's been stacking through kills, so we'll give it to Jin for now. Well, I think it's got very low bullseye chance anyway. Now if we go to Claylish, I mean she literally would be a sniper and nothing else. But she would be able to make use of the bullseye as well, like if she got a kill with that she could swap to this rifle and get a kill with that. My only question is whether the 1-shot cooldown is per gun or for the type of gun, so that would be interesting. I'm hoping it's per gun. Anyone in need of a pistol? Well, we could give that to Flynn, couldn't we? Yeah, that's not looking too bad. I'll tell you what, let's just go and we'll turn in that quest and then we'll end the episode there. Also need to heal up Jin and I think everyone could do with a bit of a visit to the surgeon, couldn't they? I think everyone took a few hits. That's fine. How much is that bulletproof thing worth? $2, yeah. Plus 25%. I would give it to Laughing Deer, because he would just be a crit machine, but he wouldn't get the heal, which I want him to be healing on the kills. So I think at this stage we're probably saving up for some kind of shotgun for Jim. We maybe try to buy back the sawed-off shotgun that we sold. Or the gut shaker maybe.
Wonderful. Shells made of this alloy and powered with the special gunpowder will damage him like he's an ordinary mortal. You'll see.
Right. Okay, so next episode when we come back, we're going to do the train mission here. Whether or not that's stealing a train or it's going to happen some other way like it did the last time, we'll find out. But thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, then please do hit the like button on the video and consider subscribing to the channel as well, which would be amazing. And in the meantime, I hope to see you again back here for more Hard West 2. Bye for now.